So the first question is, do I really need a Mugwarmer? Second question is, how can I stop myself from spending the shit that I don't need? Welcome to the Dime Drop. What is up, my guys? It's your boy HB, and welcome to episode 3 of the Dime Drop podcast. So yeah, as you can see, or if you can't see, if you're not watching on YouTube, I'm back on the balcony. There are some birds that I can hear, which is a bit weird because I feel it's like those birds I get in the morning. I don't know why I can hear them right now, but it is what it is. Yeah, apologies. I was meant to give a better background view this time because I feel like this grey wall behind me is kind of shit. But yeah, it got a bit dark and I was like, you're going to see bare reflections if I do it with the different views. So hopefully I will get that sorted next time. Yeah, it's my bad. Also want to say thanks to everyone who is sort of giving reviews, giving comments, whether good or constructive. Yeah, I appreciate all of it. I feel like I'm getting slightly better at this. I'm still pretty shit, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's my third hustle or fourth hustle. Main one being hip-hop artist. So if you haven't checked my music out, go check it out. Go on my Instagram page, that is HB_5291. You'll find all my shit there. Did a music video a few weeks ago, so go check that out. It's my first one ever. Working on some other shit as well, so yeah, man. Dropping a new song in 2 weeks' time. Just getting geared up, leveling up, man. This was initially done just to give you a bit more insight into me as a person, as I'm really shit on social media, so I just wanted to show you that side. But yeah, let's just get straight into it, man. So the first question was, do I need a Mugwarmer? Now, this whole episode is about lockdown spending, essentially. And one thing that I did in September, I think it was, I bought a Mugwarmer. People are thinking, why? Well, for me, I love to drink hot water throughout the day. And this essentially just keeps it slightly warm. I mean, it's not amazing, but like when it gets to like a certain stage, like less than half full, it'll keep that bit warm, which I think that's pretty decent for the price I paid. And yes, this got me thinking, what are the spending habits of people throughout lockdown? And apparently in Britain, 61% of us are actually spending more in lockdown than we did pre-lockdown. Why is this? So there are a few reasons that I've done a bit of research on. One of them is apparently to do with relieving stress. Now, usually there are so many ways that we can do this in, whether that is meeting up with friends, just unwinding on the weekends, going to do something, go for drinks, going on dates, doing your ting on dates. But yeah, there's so many different ways. Obviously now we're completely limited, so people are reverted to sort of buying themselves things off the internet. And a few years ago I looked at a study that apparently when I saw online shopping sort of really increasing, like personally I've never been an online shopper before last year. So yeah, like apparently you get these endorphins that you'd get from like receiving a gift from a person for like your birthday or for Christmas. So people, when they order something, although they know that they've paid for it and they know what they're getting, just the receiving bit of it, that initial opening, it adds like this element of, I don't know, I'm assuming like suspense and surprise. That brings joy. So I think people get addicted to that feeling and just like, yo, fuck it, man, we're going to order bare shit. Personally, I feel like everything I've ordered, and to be honest, I think I usually have 1 to 2 Amazon parcels a week, but I feel like everything I've ordered has sort of had a purpose, like a proper, like, and has aided me in my life in some sort of way. By that, what I mean is I don't feel it's been like a full-on luxury purchase. I'm not saying it's been a necessity, because it hasn't. Like, I didn't like a Mugwarmer is not a necessity, but I feel like it's aided my way in my life in some way. And yeah, I think at the start of lockdown, I basically did like a massive declutter. and I was like, I need some storage and things like that. And I ordered like these sick pigeonhole things. Basically, I used to have like shoe racks, but I noticed that some of my shoes are getting dusty. So I ordered these like pigeonhole things, and they're sick, man. Like just put them up in my room, and now my shoes don't get dusty. It's great. So yeah, I ordered a lot of them kind of things, chucked a lot of things out. I also started selling my clothes on Depop. Depop was shit for me, I'm not gonna lie. I saw like one thing, and then I just went back to eBay, and it's been alright on there, to be fair. But yeah, like just had a massive declutter, and then I was like, right, from now, what can I buy to sort of help me in my day-to-day life? So since lockdown started, my work-life balance has improved a lot. I've got back into working out, which is great. And I bought like resistance bands. I'm assuming you've like seen adverts of them. Well, I mean, obviously adverts are personalised. I literally started seeing them all the time on my Instagram. So yeah, I bought some, 30 quid off Amazon. Literally best investment I bought in the last year, to be honest. They're great, especially when you're starting to work out or getting back into it from the start. I've plateaued a little bit recently, but it is what it is. That's like with anything. I bought some dumbbells, good investment there. My housemate bought a bench as well. We basically converted this balcony into like a workout area, which is great. So yeah, everything that I've bought, what else did I buy? I bought a dryer, because yeah, I love having like a separate dryer, and we didn't have that before. So yeah, I bought like a proper dryer again. Great, it's great for my clothes. And yeah, so I personally feel I've not been luxury spending, but that's not to say you shouldn't do it. If you got the money, man, just fucking do it. Do what makes you feel happy at the end of the day. But I feel like a lot of people are sort of impulsive buying as well, which has led to more spending. Obviously, there's been a large take-up in alcohol as well. People are buying a lot more alcohol for just indoors and stuff like that. We've seen, I saw a company last year who he started a online alcohol business, I think wines actually, and he's actually looking at packing in. But then when lockdown started, his business has gone from strength to strength, and now he's become a millionaire just from it. So yeah, fair play, man. Like, but yeah, like there's been a massive uptake in that. So yeah, there has been sort of that side, but it's actually overtaken the amount that people would normally spend. And I think it's literally to do with the fact that there's less to do, less ways to relieve your stress. And that's why it's led to this. And it's so easy to do as well. Like you literally can, especially if you have like a PayPal account, like you literally click like 2 buttons, boom, it's done. So yeah, I think that's the scary bit of it. And also things like you have Klarna who like live with ASOS, where they like can spread your payment. When people see that you don't have to pay a massive upfront fee for something, they're like, oh shit, it's not actually that much, is it? And that's a trap, man. That is a trap. So just be wary of that. And the second thing, I think this leads great on to the second question, which is, how can I stop myself from spending on shit that I don't really need? Now, I started doing a bit more digging into this, into methods that other people use. One method I came upon, which I thought was actually really good, was sort of leaving your things in the basket and not checking out for a whole day or maybe 2 days and then going back to it. Because I feel that a lot of it is impulse buying, like I mentioned before. So if you do that, you're sort of reevaluating your choices and if you really need it or not. So yeah, I think that's one way in sort of limiting it. Another way that I've done is starting to invest it. Now, I'm shit with my money, despite working in finance and specifically being an accountant, which is ironic, but it is what it is. But yeah, basically I set up a money box account at the start of lockdown, and just like stocks and shares ISA, a certain amount I've set up to go out direct debit out of my account every week, and it gets invested. Also link my credit card to there, so it does like the roundup thing. So yeah, like I've been putting away a bit of money in that, and I've not touched it, which is good, and made some gains on it too because of the volatile markets. So that's one way. Another way is, so I used to invest in some funds, like investment funds a few years ago. I stopped doing that when I've moved into accounting because there's so many like conflicts of interest. I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, there's a platform called Hargreaves Lansdowne that I would recommend just for people starting out. It's got loads of guides as well, just to talk you through it. But yeah, so I set that up again. Every month a certain amount goes out of my account into there, and I just select the funds that it goes into. So that's another way. Another way for investing as well is eToro. I personally don't use that, but you can invest in different stocks that way. And yeah, hopefully make some good money on them too, especially with the volatile market at the minute. We saw the GameStop Reddit thing that happened in January and in February too, the start of February. So yeah, we saw how people made loads on that. We've seen prices for Bitcoin since Elon Musk announced that his Tesla company were investing, $1.5 billion into it. So yeah, there is money to be made on that as well. And it feels like you're actually doing something with your money rather than just spending it on things you don't need. So yeah, going off the back of that, let's just go straight into our dimes, man. Let's keep it short and sweet. So first of all, do what the fuck you want with your money as long as it's your disposable income. Don't be spending your rent money before you have to pay rent. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's your money. No one can tell you what to do with it, how to spend it. Whatever makes you feel happy, do it. Secondly, if that isn't you, think about maybe setting up a direct debit with an investment platform like I mentioned. Especially in the markets right now, if you invest it in the right areas, you'll be able to maybe make some good gains on it. Thirdly, if you're not really bothered about making gains, you might think, I might lose money and stuff here. Why not give it to charities? Send direct debits to charities. I've seen these pop up a few times as well. And then you're doing it for a good cause too, because charities always need money, always need investment. And then the last thing I really want to say is always evaluate it and be do I actually really need this in my life? What value will it actually add to my life? And am I just doing it just because of a trend thing? Am I literally just buying the hype beast thing? You see a massive I don't know, what is that, Balenciagas for instance, Balenciaga trainers, people be wearing them and you're oh shit man, I really want a pair of them because so-and-so's got them and they're quite bougie and shit. Fair enough, if you got the money, go do it, man. But if you are on a limited budget, like me, my goal is to not be on a limited budget, hopefully soon when my music pops. But yeah, I think, yeah, just be wary of what you're spending, where you're spending it. And yeah, hopefully we will get back to normality soon enough, and maybe people will start weirdly saving more money again. Who knows? But anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. We are getting more consistent with these, which is good. As ever, go check us out on all the platforms. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review. Go check out our socials, Instagram, so it's at DIMEDROPP. That is for the podcast channel. For my personal Instagram, it's at HB_5291. Find all my music and shit on there. That's where I'm most active. And yeah, man, like I said, leave a review. Leave suggestions of what you want to see. Like I always say, we've got a lot more coming. When the shit pipes down and we're able to meet people, trust me, man, this is going to be a sick podcast. We've got bare plans. But yeah, thank you again for joining me and have a great week. Peace.